As the court is aware, our primary focus is on bail and really threefold: guarantee the appearance of the defendant at trial, to ensure the integrity of the judicial system, and also to protect the community. I would suggest that the bail is currently set, quite frankly, is in excess of what it ought to be. He has pled not guilty. After going through discovery, I think that there are serious discrepancies in the case. The district attorney's office is well aware that she's made multiple different statements regarding this particular incident. That being the case, I would suggest to the court that bail should be significant, but I think $200,000 at this stage essentially means no bail to someone under his circumstances. I would suggest to the court that bail that would be sufficient for the court's purposes and yet punitive enough so that there's a heavy penalty if there are any problems would be along the neighborhood of $50,000 property, $10,000 cash.
Additionally, Judge, though the victim in this case is a resident of another state, there are a number of witnesses, including the multiple people who called police that night reporting that they've heard a woman screaming for help and that she was going to be shot. All of them live here in town, as does her relative, the victim's relative, who also is a new resident. Given that history of violations of bail, fleeing from police, and the nature of the charges and the evident proof here, we're asking that the bail remain as previously said.
The defense doesn't disagree with the fact that the state has a fairly powerful case for certainly the presence of the defendant at the alleged crime scene. And Mr. Strike, I don't think it's as disputed as you suggest. It is perhaps a triable case, but that is about as good as I think you can say about it. I think there's too much other evidence supporting the victim's claim at this point. So even starting from the standpoint that $200,000 cash bail is not a bail that's normally set in these cases and is quite high, we're not going to be willing to lower it to some level that you're indicating